Hello, welcome back. I have been absent for a moment, but the sun is out. I'm feeling good. I am getting the garden ready for some people to come around this afternoon, and so of course it's time to go to B&M. Last time we went to B&M, I said I was going to treat myself to a garden day at B&M. We were going to go and see what they've got in for gardens. And this time is now. Well, this feels like my lucky day. I never have a pound coin, and we just have a random solo basket. All the way here I was thinking, how am I going to do this without a basket? I don't need to. Sometimes they have the best stuff on the front, and then I get to the back and I'm like, I should have got that in the front. These I like. These I like. Perennial we like. I don't like anything that has to be dug up and replanted. If it can stay alive, I'd like it too. Not garden related, but I am going to get a couple of these while I'm in here because they are way cheap. They're like, I'm just going to get two. They're a lot cheaper in here than they are in Tesco. They've got all the pots. Artificial wisteria garland. I really like these cream pots. I think they look really nice. And you've got some bean bags. I actually just bought some like bean bag cushions. I'll show you when we get home. Some more solar lights. They look really nice. How much are they? £20 for 6. That's a really good deal. A little woven candle holder. That's really nice. £8. That is definitely not outdoor, even though in the picture they're showing it outdoor, right? There's no way. There's no way that'd survive outside. More planters. Also just tons and tons of like electrical equipment for outside, which we're not looking at today. Also, I like these. That's a really good idea because I always tear off all the labels and then I can't remember what I've planted. These are also a really good price. £6 for all of these. If you're into growing things from seed. And these are all reusable. You don't have to buy these all the time if you're careful with them. They are delicate. And those you could just plant directly in the ground after you've seeded them as well. They've got some little kind of put-up greenhouses. This one is particularly interesting. If you want to kind of protect it and maybe give it a little bit of extra heat, £20. That's not a bad deal. I have a little like mini greenhouse type situation, and it's been broken by the football one too many times. Oh, I'll just have just one little look. Just one little look, I promise. How cute are these? I'm loving the new trend for like moulded candles. These are £2, but the best thing about these is they're completely consumable, so you're not left with jars. Like, what do we do with these jars? This is a way better thing. All of the multiple moulded candles. I really only try to buy jars that I'm going to use these days. Also, I bought this specifically thinking I was going to use it, and the candle only goes down to about there, so it's a pointless top. You couldn't even really plant anything in it. It's way too shallow. This is kind of similar to the thing we just saw, but larger. And this is in sale. Teddy blanket. We have these. We have lots of these in different colours. Green. That would totally go. Right, we might need one of these for the living room. I was thinking I'd quite like to get a new blanket because all of our blankets smell terrible. Any suggestions for getting rid of the dog smell out of blankets? We've got someone staying tomorrow to look after the dog, and I thought I really can't leave those dog blankets in there. I want the living room to smell nice. Is there something I can put in the washing machine to get rid of that dog smell? Because we can live with it, but I don't want other people to have to live with it when they come and visit. More moulded candles. And these are totally our colour palette for the living room as well. They've got some edging, fencing, whatever you want to call it. I quite like that one. And some like deck tiles. Lots of different styles as well, and different price points if you're into that. Oh, I'm going to buy some gloves. That was one of the things on my list. You see, I want to get these because number one, they're cheaper, but also they are like a little bit cuter. But realistically, I probably need these. But I really kind of want to get even maybe these. I'm actually going to get these ones because I have loads of nettles in my garden, so it's just not worth the risk. So many new lighting options, loads of coloured lights now. My mum and dad love coloured lights in the garden. They would really like these. Plus the solar power, which is even better. Rope lights. I'm looking at a way to light up our new gazebo. I think I'm going to move the kind of festoon lights that we've got already. Oh, I like that though. I do like those. like ones that look like they're in plants. Rose curtain, ivy leaf curtain. How many kids would have this in their bedroom? Lots and lots of children. String lights, like fairy lights. I really like, one day I'm gonna have a garden with a tree that is big enough to just light up like New York. That was definitely the busiest part of the shop so far. My husband said, she could be in queue now because it's really, really busy. And I decided to come to B&M and it is rammed. It is Easter Saturday. Ooh, that is unusual. Garden mirror. There are certain things that if you see it now, you should buy it now. Things like swimming pools, fans, before it gets super, super warm. This kind of thing always sells out. If you see it, just buy it now. If you know you're going to want it, don't put it off. Oh, £130, that's not too bad. Oh, I love this. A rock speaker. It's like being in Disneyland. Disneyland or Las Vegas. Both the same thing. I actually bought some of these the other day. I bought them in blue. Karen told me to buy them in blue, and honestly, Karen, I've regretted the decision. Should have got green. They've got some new stuff this year. Often it seems like it's like, you know, just the same as they brought out in previous years, but I've definitely never seen that before. I quite like the theming. And then also they've got all of their regular plastic picnic stuff. Oh, that's a good idea. A collapsible drinks dispenser. That's a really good idea. This is new too. All of this like very colourful kind of coral. I kind of like this. I kind of like this a lot. We were just, my friend and I, oh, Super Bloom Sun is the theme of this range. Is this like for cutlery? Oh, it is. Cutlery. My friend and I went to have a tattoo designed the other day, and I'm like, oh yeah, anything celestial, moons, moons, moons. And she's like, I don't know how I like moons. Like, I don't know how I feel about moons. I'm like, oh, we might be different people. We're settling on something in between. I like this. £15, that's not so bad. And that's like a proper full-on ceramic planter, and really good, like thick cushion covers too. Not cushion covers, seat cushions is the word I'm looking for. This is the stuff that you need to buy while you see it, because it will definitely sell out. All the stuff to do with, oh, that's a good idea. All the stuff to do with like keeping cool. Oh, that is a really good idea. I've bought so many things like that for Manny because he is a dog that cannot be warm. He will not go on any of those things. Okay, let's go into the garden centre. That is literally the only reason we came. You see, they've not put everything out yet, or it's just been incredibly busy over bank holiday. Hydrangeas. I was working yesterday, so I didn't get to do anything on bank holiday Friday, but maybe it was just super duper rammed on Friday for them. So hydrangeas I struggle with. I've never had one that I've successfully grown. I've got a couple. They've not died yet, but they haven't actually grown, so I'm thinking maybe I could put another one in a pot. We'll see what happens. Also, a big fan of anything that's not really flowers. So like this, I don't think this ever flowers, but the leaves are a different colour. So this looks like it flowers. Harder to kill in my experience. When my dad lived with us, he always made a real big effort at the front of the house with like bedding plants and stuff. I don't want to have to go around to the front of the house with the hose pipe. That's my main issue. But I am tempted to put a few in, just like, you know, in his honour. Still very much alive. I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I just can't be bothered is the thing. Hang on, I realised my error here. This is like a slang kit. It's not what I want at all. This is £10 special buy. It's £8 for a normal one. That felt like a successful trip. I will show you what I actually got when we go home. Just in the bag. These flowers smell amazing. I actually don't know what these are. And then these are azaleas. They had loads of pink ones and they were absolutely massive, like all in bloom. And then I saw these ones that were not yet in bloom, and they're white, which is way more my colour scheme. I'm kind of like pinks and not pinks, purples and blues and whites in the garden, like these, which are being destroyed by the rest of the stuff that I bought. I did show you these pillows earlier. I don't know if I did. Anyway, I ended up actually quite happy with the colour choices that I'd made once I put them out with everything. I take it back, Karen. It's much later. I have absolutely no idea what I vlogged when I got back from B&M. I spent all day in the garden. I am exhausted. My friends came round. We had some drinks and some snacks outside, which was lovely. And I was so happy that I'd actually finished the garden, like sorted it all out. And now I'm gonna go and open up that new green blanket and snuggle up and do some editing. So thanks for joining me. Have a nice Easter, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.